No. We're editing all that out right there. We're cutting all that out. We're not even going to do that. That was stupid. Brock, don't ever come in here with that again.
Lifestyles of the broken famous.
Welcome to episode 3.
Hello.
You just heard Chavez. That's right, he's not dead. And he's also still a guy.
I didn't die, but I'm here.
Alright.
And he's still a guy.
This is episode 3
Possibly.
of your favorite podcast of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a show where us 4 people, me, John George, Brock Hayden, Jacob Quinkert, and Alex Chavez, sit around and correct each other's opinions. If you saw the order of those names were different, it's because everyone changed seats.
We like to do that here.
Why do we change seats?
To keep it fresh.
Monday Night Football's on. Our hometown's Lions, they're playing.
They suck. And I'm watching.
He's watching. Chavez might not be into the convo too much. And
There might be some profanity.
There might be some profanity, and we're not angry at each other, don't worry. We're just angry at the Detroit Lions, as usual.
Because they suck. Or I'm just pissed at Quink.
No.
It happens.
Clean.
I'm usually pissed at Brock. We kind of have a little circle of piss off here.
So we've had a nice little week since we last sat down at this table.
Mm-hmm. We all did some things.
Yeah, it feels like it's been 2 years
We
since
made
we
some
last
moves.
sat down here. But we've got a big episode lined up for you guys.
Quite frankly, I didn't do shit.
Yeah, quite frankly, Brock is clearly prepared, and he's ready. He's ready, right?
That's right.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, Chavez!
Chavez will go first.
The long-awaited sports question. Here we go.
Speaking of the Seahawks,
Ooh.
now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Seahawks will not make the playoffs.
I love you, Chaves.
Oh my gosh.
Some
this is
quick
huge.
stats
of the days.
Look at the stats.
The Seahawks have 9 remaining games against teams who made the playoffs last year.
Name them. I don't believe you.
Oh, he's going to look it up.
I'm just kidding.
While he
You don't
looks
have
it
to name
up...
Lions.
Oh.
Bengals, Panthers, Cowboys.
Bengals are good. Panthers
Cardinals, Steelers,
Cardinals
Ravens. Cardinals,
Ravens
twice.
not that
Ravens are
Ravens-
good, guys. You're sleeping on them.
Plus 2 sneaky teams, the Vikings, who have improved.
Let me go and say that 5 years from now,
In
I'd
the
say
stage.
Teddy Bridgewater will be... I'd say he'd be the first quarterback to be inducted into the Hall of Fame while playing.
Wow.
You know, he reminds me of a young Michael Vick.
That's your own, correct me if I'm wrong. That's a huge one.
Just kidding.
Wait your turn.
I'm going to start off by saying I've had a hatred for the Seahawks the past 2 years because everyone bandwagoned onto them, and I didn't see it. I just didn't see... I think it was because of the... one of the main reasons was the jerseys. And I know my brother Alex, that was the main
Me.
reason, was the jersey.
I'm his brother.
My brother, from another mother. Alex
Are you
Chavez.
saying their jerseys are cool to everyone, so everyone wants them?
Yes.
So you're
Specifically, my brother Alex is one of those
It's
people.
exactly like Oregon.
So you're going against the grain
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying they're not going to make the playoffs?
I'm agreeing with
You're
Chavez.
agreeing with Chavez
because of
they're
their
not gonna
jerseys.
make it.
Because
of their jerseys.
because they are like proportional to Starbucks. They're
Exactly.
too mainstream.
You sound like my
mainstream.
grandma.
It's the year for the
Picking
hipster teams.
teams
We can
up.
tell so
You want to
far.
go? You want to be different.
You can tell so far it's the hipster teams that are looking good, right? The mainstream teams like the Colts, they're looking bad. The hipsters are
The
rising,
Colts are
just
2-2.
like in
They're
real life.
.500.
That's why we all have to root
They're
for the
not bad.
Lions.
Okay, but they just beat the Jacksonville Jaguars by 3 in OT.
They didn't have Andrew Luck.
Well, even
You
with
kidding
Andrew
me?
Luck, they looked pretty bad.
Andrew Luck is like a 14.
Are you ragging on
Matt
Tim
Hasselbeck is 1-0. Andrew Luck is 1-2.
Back to the original question. I think Marshawn Lynch is really going to have to start doing some things here sooner or later before...
Thomas Rawls isn't going to get it done.
yeah, Thomas Rawls, he's probably not going to get the job done.
So he's probably going to have to. It's going to be a miracle to, for him to. He's going to have to heal himself.
I wouldn't say he's going to have to heal himself. I'm just saying he's going to have to start playing some football better.
Oh, okay. Playing football. In
I
general.
remember-
You're saying he's going to have to play football.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he's going to have to play.
He's going to have to
Because
be
currently
like,
right
on
now,
the
he's not
active
He's not
roster.
playing.
Yeah, I agree with that. That
Yeah.
probably would help. How about you, Brock?
I'm going to disagree with Chavez. They're going to make the playoffs. 2 fucking names. Russell Wilson and Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham hasn't
Jimmy
done
Graham
Those
anything.
over
are that's
Marshawn?
disproving your point.
Jimmy Graham has not done anything.
Jimmy Graham
Has not done anything.
is a GOAT among tight ends, second only to maybe Rob Gronkowski. Jimmy Graham last week had 100 and a touchdown or something close to it.
Against a shitty Bears team.
He had 100 and a touchdown.
My little
you ever heard
sister
of the
could go
Bears?
have 100 yards against the
He'll
Bears.
probably have
The
100.
Bears.
He'll probably have 100 and a touchdown again.
Heck,
against
my
the
dad
Lions
could
tonight.
go 100
And they're
yards
going
versus the
to
Bears.
incorporate him more and more as the year goes on. Marshawn's going to get healthy. The Seahawks are going to be in the playoffs. And the Seahawks, you might even find them in the championship game again.
Against?
Might even.
Against?
You know, I think at the start of the year, I had the Colts in the championship. I'm going to stick with that.
Oh,
Wow.
I think the Colts...
He is not panicking.
yikes.
The Colts
Yeah.
still make the championship game, and they lose in the championship game.
Even after what the Patriots have shown us,
To the Packers.
Packers are beating the
you just
Seahawks.
said the Seahawks are going to be in it.
No, I said they could be in it. I didn't say they were going to be in it.
I think
said
Packers
you might
are in it.
even find them in the
Packers,
championship.
Patriots.
Packers,
Is what
Patriots.
we've been waiting
That's
for.
what, that's what everyone wants.
I think
That would be
they're
a
gonna-
dream game.
That's what we wanted
There's
last
there's
year.
your two powerhouses
It's
right
what
there.
we're going to get this
We
year.
are
Well, it
getting
doesn't
this year.
really matter because it's not what you're going to get. It's going to be the Colts and the Packers. The Packers are going to beat the Colts this year, and then the Colts take it next year.
Colts versus Lions, you meant.
No.
Right?
The Lions probably won't win a game.
I hope.
You can't tame the Lions.
They will win this
The
one.
Lions
game.
are tamed.
They'll win against
They're in a
the
cage
Seahawks.
that's
They'll
pretty
go
small.
one and
They're,
I'll
they're
be
just
fine.
tired. They're sleeping.
I'll be fine if they go 1-15 if they beat the Seahawks right here.
Okay,
Yeah, that's fine with me.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So, I guess my final conclusion, since I haven't really given it yet, is that wow. You know, I think
Are they going to make the playoffs or not?
I think they're going to be a wild card team because you know who's winning the division, right?
Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals are winning
Yeah.
the division.
Nope.
Yes.
St. Louis Rams.
Jeez.
That's-
the Rams.
That's true too. The
the
Rams
Rams-
are a dark horse.
The Rams win every NFC West game. They'll
Facts.
lose the rest of their games. That's
They've
my
already
prediction.
beaten the Seahawks.
And they beat
And
the
they
Cardinals.
beat the Cardinals.
But
At
they lost
Arizona.
To the
At
Washington,
Arizona.
They lost to the Washington Redskins and another terrible team.
They just
But
have
that was
the NFC
before
West
Todd
number.
Gurley came in, and
Oh, Todd
God.
Gurley.
Todd Gurley had himself a game.
Listen to his name, Gurley.
154 yards.
Doesn't sound very manly to
Who
me.
lets him play football, huh? Who rose him, huh? Who created him? God? Jeez.
Probably.
God did create most of us.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Besides maybe
God
Chavez.
created Todd Gurley.
Is that your subject then?
No, it's not.
I'm not going to correct you. He is a
Well, he's a god.
he is molded in the form of a Greek god, but he was
Wow.
made by God.
God himself.
God himself.
Yeah, it wasn't just the algorithm that God usually uses. He
No,
actually went
he
out of his
put a
way
new.
to create this one.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
interesting.
So now that we've gotten completely off topic, I think it's time to move on.
What that has everything to do with the Seahawks making the playoffs. Are you kidding me? The St. Louis Rams are better because of Todd Gurley because he's molded by God. All right.
Okay. Fair
Please
enough.
don't interrupt me ever again.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Who wants to go next?
I will go next.
Oh, Brock just he swooped in.
He's been thinking of this for so long. He's been like,
I've
this is
been-
the best topic ever.
I've been pondering on this for quite some time now.
oh,
Probably.
sacked.
Okay, idiots. Let's go. I've been thinking about this for quite some time. It's been on my mental for about 20 minutes now.
And by that he means this is a topic that anyone
just thought of.
uses when we can't think of a topic.
And it is.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Donald Trump has made all of the actual politicians look silly in this election.
Oh my!
And he is absolutely destroying all of the politicians in the public's view.
Wow.
He is completely shined. Whether or not, I'll go into depth after getting your all's opinions, but whether or not he's the best politician is up in the air. But I don't even think it's arguable that he has completely demolished the competition when it comes to gaining attention and getting people to know what he is about.
Well, of course he has the most attention. I mean, he already had the most attention before he ran for president. You know, he's just like a pop culture star going in and Trying to win a presidential election, you know?
Yeah, but he could have made him take him not very serious right off the bat, but right now he is a serious contender.
Like if Johnny Depp went and ran for president, he'd probably have the most attention also, you know?
Well, Kanye West said that, and he got attention, but it's not like serious attention. No one would be like, wow, I'm actually going to vote for Kanye. Well, some people would, probably.
I think people thought it was just like hilarious that he was running.
But
and,
then
then it's like, when did he announce he was running? A while back ago. They're like, wow, this is hilarious. But now they're like,
a joke's gone way too far.
now they're like, shit, he could be our next president.
Yeah, we have 6 months.
So
until,
now
like,
people actually have to vote.
people actually vote in the Republican candidate, and like minds are changing so far.
There's a lot of like non-politicians. Like Ben Carson, he's in
Yeah.
the top 3, and he wasn't a politician either.
doctor.
He's a doctor.
Brock, you said that Donald Trump has made the rest of the politicians silly. I think he's made himself look silly.
He's doing pretty well at it. He's doing good.
In my eyes, he looks completely silly.
in the polls,
And his voters
is
look
certainly
completely silly.
He's doing a little bit
So
of
that's
both.
just your opinion. That's just your opinion of that he's an idiot, which
Yes.
I also agree.
I think he's an idiot.
I agree that he is a little too
So
far.
he's looked silly.
But that
right?
comes down to political beliefs. I think he's just too far conservative.
I think
because
it's kind of funny.
he's a
because,
rich man that.
You know, you keep on talking about how like the polls, like he's leading the polls and everything, but whenever you talk to people, like everyone thinks he's an idiot. Like who's actually voting for this guy?
Yeah.
Like I haven't actually met one person that
We
actually
have a person in the room that does worship him like a god. He's our producer for today. Taking autograph.
Thinking.
And I think it's funny that he that he likes Trump. So I'm not even telling Dakin like to stop liking Trump because I think it's funny.
I think he thinks it's funny also.
Yeah.
How else could you actually like want him to be our president?
I think he actually has some good policies, but I think he takes it too far. I think the immigration is a big problem, and he's made that issue.
He's made
Very-
a pretty point.
He's the only reason that they're talking about it right now is because Donald Trump's made a big deal out of it. So
Don't talk about my great grandpa like that.
Yeah,
Well,
he did.
Alex
He
is
did in
legally-
Mexico.
My great grandpa jumped the border.
well, then he should have done it legally. He's a
He did.
dirtbag.
I don't think it was. Were the borders even up back then?
Is it
I don't know. Was he a legal immigrant or not? You said he did it illegally.
hard to become
I
a
know
legal
he hopped-
immigrant?
I don't know if there even was a border to hop.
Like how hard is it to become a legal immigrant?
It's really hard, I'm pretty sure. This is where we get into our political weakness. We really don't know a lot, do we?
Yeah, I don't.
We can.
I don't do politics.
Maybe when we have our B team come in over
Yeah.
winter break, they're very political. I won't be talking though. So we're running out of things to say because we don't know politics.
But we do know Donald Trump, and we do think he's an idiot.
Yes.
So
Except for Brock.
What is the question?
Brock. Okay,
It's
what-
that
What is
he-
the correct me?
he has done a great job so far. He's made all the politicians look silly because he is currently winning the Republican race, and he has made himself a legitimate contender while no one is even paying attention to these people that it is their job to be politicians. And Donald Trump's a businessman, and he is making them look like fools out there. They aren't even in the, like, some of them aren't even in the poll. They've already had to drop out. He's making these people just look like clowns, and he's somehow competing with them very well.
I mean, maybe it's the fact that we're just tired of politicians in general. Like I know I was like I don't like politicians, and now that there's like people coming in that are politicians, like Ben Carson
Yeah.
and Donald Trump, it's like a breath of fresh air. Now.
Yeah, one thing I do know about the two guys, they try not to like take money from like interest groups, and like so they're like played like puppets, just so they have to like after they give them all that money, they have to go through for their policies. Like
is that
he's going to have his own stuff.
He's using his own ideals and views. He's not taking money and saying, "Hey, I'll push for this and I'll push for this for your company." Blah blah blah. He's saying what he thinks is actually the right thing to do, whether it's right or wrong. He is.
That's good.
I like the
Using his own
strategy.
beliefs.
I like both their strategies, but I like Ben Carson as a person.
I
better.
like Ben Carson better. He's like so mellow.
and he's a smart guy.
He is.
He's,
Who's
Obviously.
this
doctor.
Ben Carson you speak of?
He's a doctor.
He's
who's
a
running
doctor
for president.
that's-
Oh,
He's
I knew that.
He's one of the people in the Republican race. He's down a lot to Donald
He's an
Trump.
African
the
American.
fellow with the
Republican.
glasses.
Yeah. I
he
don't
have
think he has
glasses?
glasses.
I think he has glasses.
He's African American. That's
Producer glasses?
I don't define
Producer?
my race.
Oh, okay.
I know he's got facial hair.
I think he's the
got
one-
a-
Producer? Does Ben Carson have glasses?
Thumbs up or thumbs
Thumbs
down?
up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. He has glasses.
Who knew?
Whether or not he
And
wears
he has
them.
facial hair.
And he has facial hair. He
So-
can grow facial hair.
Facial hair and
If
glasses.
he does not shave, facial hair will be on his facial.
So have we? I think we've gotten.
I think we've gotten that he's.
As far as, wait, did anyone ever give their? Did
let's just give a final answer. Okay, I think the politicians should be doing a better job than they are right now.
There we go. So you're agreeing with me?
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. They need to.
He does have glasses.
He does have glasses. It's confirmed. We see a picture
And facial hair.
Wearing glasses
facial hair.
and facial hair. Chavez was right.
Go ahead, Chavez.
Do you agree or disagree, Chavez?
I agree.
You agree that
the other candidates need to step their game up and start embarrassing Trump.
Which they've been trying to do, but he kind of just
not
embarrasses
working.
them back.
They need to hire the right people. They need to hire some savvy, witty people. You know.
Yep.
Maybe some comedians.
Make him eat his words a little bit like he's been doing
crazy
things.
that's what it's coming to.
Maybe they can hire us.
It's going to comedy.
I guess I agree. He is making the Republicans look silly. They just and when he insults them, their reactions are bad, and they just I don't know. They're just trying to.
They're like little kids.
I did like Jeb Bush last time.
Angry little kids.
I did like Jeb Bush.
No one's come
last
in here
time.
and insult us.
Yeah,
like
Jeb Bush.
this.
He was going at him a little.
Just if you're, I like the people in the Republican debate that were like, let's stop talking about each other. Let's talk about what's wrong with America.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Trump is making.
We all
them
agree
look
with
like
Brock.
fools. Yeah.
So there's nothing to correct him on. Congratulations, Brock.
I'm right, as
Yeah,
always.
Brock, you are always
Nailed it.
right.
All right, John. Who's next? Me or you? You pick.
Do you want to be next?
Yeah, you go next.
John wants to end it.
Okay.
I don't.
My topics. I don't know if my topics.
Okay, I'll go
Correct me
next.
if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Be confident in your topic.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's worse to be a very well-known celebrity than just sort of like a middle-of-the-pack celebrity that like YouTube famous or internet famous.
You're saying that would be a middle of the pack.
You'd rather be YouTube famous or Vine famous?
Yes.
Then a real celebrity.
Yes.
Wow.
Because too much attention as a real celebrity.
But you're still making the money as a YouTube celebrity or whatever.
And
I don't know. You're not making near as much
You're not
money.
making that much money, but your job is very fun. Your job is very fun.
And
you're making enough money.
And you're not getting swarmed.
And you're not getting swarmed.
Okay. But what if you want to be swarmed? You know? What if you just love the limelight?
Is that you? Are you going to
No.
correct him? Are you going to correct him?
I'm
or
not saying I would want to be
correct him or
swarmed.
not?
I'll correct him in saying that there's some people that definitely rather have that attention
What if
on
you're...
them. There's some people that love having attention. Like, look at me. I'm Mr. Meeseek. You know?
I am looking at you.
Look at me.
What if you're a celebrity like Pete from The League?
Pete from the League. That's kind of more mid-upper. Like, I know... Like, League's not that popular of a TV show, but he's making a lot of money off
I've
it.
certainly
because
never heard of him.
It's like, yeah. See, it's not like a network TV show. It's not like Fox. It's not like Modern Family or something like that, right? But it's like he's making a lot of money from that TV show because it's a TV show, and it's like one of the best shows on FX right now, besides Always Sunny. Yeah, he's like middle upper. That's where I would put Pete from the League.
You like at first I was like on the fence if I should just like completely disagree, but I completely disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
Like I'd rather be like a huge famous guy, you know, making a ton of money. Everyone knows me.
So you want to be a huge guy. That's also
You're mainly
famous.
saying you're huge. You want to be huge.
You want to be huge
Yes,
and famous.
and famous.
So you want to be like Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I would want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, here's another thing.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
For middle of the pack celebrity, you also could be sort of a TV, like a writer or director.
Hell,
Because
man.
people don't know what those people look like.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
I'd recognize him.
Some people would recognize him, but not everybody's going to recognize
What
him.
category is that?
Putting that in the middle, where you don't get that much attention.
But you're making a ton of money.
All right, John. I'm going to correct you, and you want to know why?
Why?
Because you're wrong. And how I'm going to correct you is that if you're going to be a star, you need to be the best star you can be. It's like anything else. You want to be the best. I don't want to be middle of the pack.
Exactly. I want everyone to
No
know
one
my
wants to
name.
be. You're run of the mill, like you're like kind of famous, but you never really made it. Nah, you want to be the man.
John, you might as well have asked, would you rather be LeBron James or Tony Allen?
Yeah, would you rather be that role player on the team that doesn't
but
get as
basketball's
much
a different
pressure? No, it's really kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same thing. Like LeBron,
He gets
people
more
get
pressure.
famous because they're good at what they do. Like LeBron's the best at what he does, so he's more famous. I rather.
Okay, but when it comes to like YouTube and stuff like that,
Is that like you talking about like
you
Jacob
can
Mead
be the
kinda
best
stuff?
at what. Yeah, you can be the best at what you do on YouTube, but not everybody watches YouTube. Half the people don't watch YouTube. Like people who are 40 and up. don't watch YouTube constantly, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So you still could be the best at what you do.
I think you could still find time for yourself. Still,
and the TV director, too. You still
even
could
the
be
most
the best at what
famous
you do.
people can still go undercover, whatever they need to do to not get people to recognize them. People are a little stupider than what you think. I think they can get away with it. I think a lot of them like to be recognized a lot. I think you could still have a good life for yourself if you're famous. I think there'd be way more perks to being a huge superstar than disadvantages. You'd get to go to whatever you wanted, whatever events you wanted, do whatever you want.
I agree with that.
Versus, like, who the heck are you? Like,
if I'm going up to a club,
like, I've seen him before, and then no one cares. You're just you're just somebody that's not really there. You're not on the same level as the really famous people.
I guess I've always just wanted... I don't know. I've never wanted that much attention. Like, I've never wanted to have to, like, go out onto the street and have to, like, hide myself or just everyone will just, like, come up to me and be like, take a selfie with me or something.
It's awesome because then I can make people's days, you know?
Yeah,
that
that will be amazing.
It'd be a curse and a blessing.
Eventually it will become a curse and you'll get annoyed by it and you'll be like, okay, I just want to go, like, get ice cream or
I
something
think
like
you can do that.
But if you're with your family and you got, like, little kids with you...
It would be a curse and a blessing, but I think you could get away with doing stuff if you really wanted to. Especially if you're not, like, somebody that's easily recognized. Like, LeBron James is going to walk out on the street. He's 6'8".
Actually, I changed my
230.
mind.
People are going to know, right?
You've changed your mind. You're not finding any middle ground with me. I'm not changing my mind.
Nah.
But you can go ahead.
I think me and
I'm
Quinker-
okay with being a Tony Allen, Mike Miller.
Tony Allen and Mike Miller still make money. They still make a lot of money.
But you'd rather be them than LeBron
I'm
James.
okay with that.
I'm okay with being a role player.
Yeah, you're okay with it, but would you prefer to be the role player? That's what the question is. It's not, are you okay with it? It's, would you prefer it? Would you prefer being Tony Allen over being LeBron? Or being, would you prefer being...
I don't like when you guys do that. It's such a different thing.
That's what you said. That was your exact question.
No, but it's so different. That's not my exact question at all.
That was your
That's
exact
sports.
question.
That is sports. This is a completely different thing. A TV director. I could be Christopher Nolan. I don't know what Christopher Nolan looks like. I've watched all of his films and I love them.
Steven Spielberg.
I could be that. I could make so much money. No one will know what I look like. I could walk to the ice cream store. It doesn't matter.
I want attention. I would want people to know who I am. I would want to be recognized.
You put in Spielberg under the YouTube Vine famous.
So I'm saying the middle of the pack is people you can't recognize.
This is kind of changed. You'd rather be a star.
So would you rather be a star or like?
He'd rather be
middle
to. He's saying that he'd rather be somebody famous
too broad.
that they wouldn't realize their face.
Yes.
Would you rather be recognizable or non-recognizable?
I think I'd rather be recognized. People would be like,
yeah, I like that. You summed it up.
I think I'd rather be recognized.
I'd rather be recognized.
I think I would just get annoyed by that eventually.
Okay. Chavez, what's your final answer?
I would be non-recognizable. I like being an introvert.
Well,
I like doing my own thing.
Okay, I'll give my story. Even with Jake and Amir, who I met this weekend and hung out with, Amir did get annoyed by fans that came up to him. They had to leave the club because they knew fans were coming. And Amir was very upset that night.
Wow, we got a big name dropper over here.
I'm just giving you an example. They're not even huge celebrities, and they can get annoyed by it.
Yeah. I wouldn't get annoyed by it.
I feel like you could get away. Like, yeah, if you go into a club, like, I think that's what you'd want at a club. You'd want attention.
Yeah, if you go into a club and you're a celebrity, you're asking for people's attention. You're asking for it.
Jake and Amir could get away with doing. Well, I mean, they're like pretty.
I wouldn't want to go in a club and people like taking pictures of me doing stuff that you probably don't want other people to see.
You would want to go if you're a huge celebrity. You'd want to go in like a celebrity club where only you're allowed and only your type is allowed.
Because like you're gonna have fans like taking pictures of you. Like, what if you get in a fight?
Oh yeah.
And then people post that all on the social sphere.
That would be bad. This is kind of. I like this topic. Oh, gee. Quickert's turn.
All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can pretty much say anything you want about anything, and you're going to offend someone these days.
Oh, this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. That is. I'm a very opinionated person. I don't like a lot of things, and I say that I don't like them, and people get very mad. So I will not correct you, Quinker. You are right.
You are definitely right.
We're covering some. We just steal whatever South Park wants to say, right?
Is that what they were? Oh yeah, recently they did.
Yeah,
that.
a lot of PC people out there.
Oh yeah,
You have to be PC. You got to be
What does that stand for?
politically correct.
Oh yeah, everybody's so.
I'm actually PC Butler, so.
Yeah, PC Butler.
I actually didn't even get this from South Park. Like, this is just something that's always
Yeah, this is something that's been near and dear to my heart for a long time.
You know, it's just like literally any subject. There's people that care so much about it and are so opinionated in that subject.
If you disagree
that
with gay marriage, people get mad. I believe that's something that you have the right to disagree with. I disagree with gay marriage, and people get very upset about it. People are always like they will literally get mad at you for it, and then start yelling at you and stuff instead of like actually saying logical things like, "Hey, you should rethink that," or whatever. Like I would listen to that without getting upset, and I would be fine with it. I can see why you would disagree with me, but to get mad about it and upset and like get all angry because someone else has a different opinion, that's just like grow up. The whole society's just become so scared to actually have their own opinions or views about anything. We're all just going to be the same one-sided view here soon. There's not even going to be any differing views.
Chavez, do you know what kind of answer he just gave?
He gave a Miss USA.
He gave a
cover.
Miss USA answer.
What's new? What's
still-
new?
We still haven't gotten a call from him, and I'm upset. I am upset.
Well, this goes back to my last week, how I was talking about, like, I don't care what you think, you know? Like, I'm not going to get mad if you think differently than me, you know? I feel like if everyone thought, like, just chilled out a little,
Yeah.
you know? And just didn't get so
Oh my god.
uptight,
I would love that.
wouldn't that be a lot more fun to live?
Everyone was
A lot
allowed to just
more
have their
loose.
own opinion, their
Like,
own
maybe everyone
beliefs.
in this world was, like, just 2 or 3 beers in.
And
Just
then
imagine.
everyone in this world was 2 or 3 beers in. Wow.
Yeah, you do suddenly like everybody a lot more whenever
There's
you're
been a
2 to
long-
3.
Just a lot looser.
Where everyone is 2 to 3 beers in. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if it would be like if you get breathalyzed driving, and you blow zeros, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
You know.
You're going to jail.
Okay.
Get 2 to be.
That's a little bit too bold, actually. But
Wow. It's bold, but I think you could propose that law to Donald Trump and he'd love it.
Donald Trump probably would love that.
Well, yeah. Over the summer, me and my friends argued about every single thing you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah. No
I
one has fun
hated it.
arguing.
And even I had to get into arguing because I was so pissed off. And
It's
just
literally
like,
the only time I like to argue is like against Brock. Like if I know I'm gonna win. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
a lot
when you
easier.
argue,
Yeah.
right?
Please, quicker.
It's just God. It's just so crazy how
Like-
everyone.
I'll be in class and someone will just say something completely idiotic, but it's just not even worth it to bring up the opinion
Yeah.
because then they're just gonna go off on their beliefs and it's just gonna piss everyone else off.
Maybe if it's like a belief that's wrong. What if it's actually like wrong? Like that belief is not true. Like,
I mean, if it's like factually wrong, then I guess you could say something. But if it's like an opinion they have, you know.
yeah, if it's factually wrong, you probably should correct that person.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think I proposed a very agreeable question. I think no one's going to disagree with that in this room. But, you know.
Yeah. Nice going, Quaker.
And even the people that do, like,
Correct people. all the
Correct
time.
people think
they
the same
have to
thing.
Realize that.
but they just are so set in their ways that they don't even realize they're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, there's little words that tick them off, like, in their head.
I
they
feel
hear
like
that word.
it's just the public image now to just give in to everybody's whims and not make anybody mad.
Oh, my God.
Do you not ever have a Miss USA kind of comment?
It's like, he tries to take it to the next level every single time. But he starts pulling out words like the public image and whim and stuff like that. Like, no one does that. Holy crap. Shut up.
You must watch a lot of tape.
Scores. Should we do scores or mailbag?
Mailbag, because
Mailbag.
mailbag goes into
should
the
count
scores.
into the scores.
Okay, mailbag.
Mail time.
Fred, remember you, Fred? We talked about you last time because we didn't get to you.
Yes, Fred.
But you
We have so much mail.
We have a question from Fred. We decided we're only going to do one mailbag per week now.
Sorry,
It's a
folks.
time.
Sorry, you gotta email us. We probably will get you in. Fred said, correct me if I'm wrong, but dick size doesn't matter.
Wow. This is Wow.
That's huge.
We got a small
Or
pinky
little.
man over
That's
here.
huge.
Apparently, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if this question's huge or little.
That's
to,
the
to
one
Fred.
big thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure we've all seen the South Park where,
Oh, that's one of the best.
you know,
South Parks.
Mr. Marsh goes off about the
Yeah.
I have
formula.
not seen that.
Everyone that has small penises has
mad.
like anger
Yes.
issues. They found out that's what they correlated it to. They found that out.
That might be true.
That's why Brock's so angry.
So Fred wants some reassurance here. Clearly,
Yes, Fred does need... Fred, we understand. I know Brock understands.
yeah. Brock does understand. He may give you some. He may comfort you.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be here for you.
All right, but they give him your comfort and love right now, Brock, with a great answer.
Miss USA.
I have an
you're up.
answer if Brock can come up with it.
Okay.
It's all about how you wiggle the worm.
Oh.
Exactly. That kind of go. It's not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, you guys. I think Fred's inspired. Sean, has any inspiring words?
I think we've summed it up.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think women care that much. Honestly,
Yeah, they don't.
Like,
I feel
if-
like
unless you
I feel like it does
Well,
matter,
I
but I
think
feel like
some
it's
women
not even
do.
because they can tell. I feel like it's more of a like.
Oh, it's a
Intimi-
placebo effect?
It's like more of an intimidation factor. They see it and they either they're like, wow, or I don't know how it is. You know, I'm obviously not a woman.
It depends what kind of. It depends which women. Like they all have different personalities. I feel like
That's true.
some of them.
So,
I feel like
They
the
all-
girls
they all
I
got
want.
their own things, you know.
Conclusion. In
In
conclusion.
conclusion, Fred, you are gonna be okay.
you're correct. I'm not.
It's
I don't
okay,
think anyone's
bud.
correcting you here.
Yeah, you are. I mean, Fred.
I think it would help. It would certainly help a little bit, but
Yeah, it would help, Fred. But you, I just practice.
But you just gotta work on your technique, bro.
practice, buddy.
Don't you worry, Fred. Have a look at advice question in disguise. There, right, guys? It
Yeah,
wasn't-
that did seem.
It wasn't like his strong opinion.
Maybe it was for a friend. We're not going to say it was
All right,
for
Fred.
Fred. Maybe Fred was asking
Yeah,
for a friend that was a
yeah.
little embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because it was too big and he
Do
was
you guys
worried.
think this was Fred from Scooby Doo? Because I think he did. I think Daphne did not like the size of his junk.
I think Fred had a massive
Massive
schlong.
I think he just
Fred.
had a hair.
Fred was packing heat.
Shaggy,
Fred
Shaggy
definitely
was
was a big-
packing heat.
He see, it's always guys like that wear the scarves that are just they're undercover packers. They're just
Shaggy, skinny dick, but his dick long.
Skinny dick.
skinny.
Skinny dick, but his
Right.
dick long.
It's
Chavez, ruining sayings
Damn
since
it.
episode 1.
I don't think that's how it goes.
That's got
Damn,
to
that's not how it goes.
Is that
Not
a
even
point
close.
off, producer?
Chavez,
No.
Chavez has got chest on his hair.
No, I said that on purpose.
He's got chest on his hair.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna go to scores.
Producer. Scores.
Scores?
Start with Chavez.
Start with Chavez.
I'll read them.
Chavez had a solid 26 today.
26. What is this out of?
It's
Out of
40.
40.
40.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's changing it. Producer is changing it up.
Producers
to
changed
No,
26.
it's 1 through 10 for each topic, so there's 4 people.
Oh,
That's
wow.
smart. I like that new.
You changed it
all,
because-
all for the new scoring system.
Thumbs up
We're all
from
giving
Thumbs
it
up.
thumbs up.
We are all giving the producer.
This is
a
getting
thumbs up.
complicated, but we love
Now
it.
we are giving the
26. That's
Not bad.
doesn't feel good.
26 out of 40.
Oh, that sucks.
That's an average of about a 6.
John's going to sneak right by Alex with the 27.
Wow, I edged him out.
He really argued his topics very well.
Thank you.
Brock, yikes, 22.
Wow, we are doing well.
Like Taylor
He gave
Swift
some
song.
pretty Miss USA answers again. And
Yeah,
I don't like it. And I don't think the people liked it either.
Wow,
I
people
actually
did not
think
like
they
it.
hated it.
So far, if you can't hear Dakin,
No
26
surprise
for
here.
Chavez,
Dakin
27 for John.
Always fucks me over.
22 for
There's
Brock.
no
Is that
surprise.
right?
Woe is me.
Can
Woe
we,
is me.
okay, can we get a thumbs
No
up for
one's
everyone at
shocked.
this table? Did Brock have the worst show today? Thumbs up from everyone here.
All right.
Okay,
Take
go
it.
ahead.
Clear
Wow.
winner would be Mr. Jacob Quinker.
Thank you.
Jacob Quinker
31.
won.
He made the LeBron analogy.
Jeez.
And
Perfect.
He also made a good
31.
analogy in the next topic, which I really liked.
Thank you.
31
Thank
for
you.
Quinkert. He wins. Is that your second
Second win.
And I have once again gotten second 3 weeks in a row. I am that middle of the pack guy I want to be.
Yeah, you're,
See, exactly.
you're
I'm the
where you need to
superstar.
be.
You're in the middle of the pack.
Exactly.
I guess somewhere I want to be. I'm either boom or bust. I've got one big win under my belt, but
Two big losses.
Here,
Two
I'm
big
going to make a
Ls.
every time Dakin has done
every
those
time
numbers
Dakin's
for you,
done
you've
this,
gotten last.
It is weird.
When Matt did it, you got first.
Yeah, we're just gonna pretend like that's not. I said it and everyone said I was crying, but
I think
guess we'll just
I
pretend
think
like
everyone here can agree those
we'll
were good
pretend
rankings.
like that's not a correlation. I guess we can pretend like it doesn't.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest,
fine.
Brock. You did have
A
you did
portion.
win last week, and I agree with Matt. This week you didn't win. I agree with Dakin.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, fair enough.
Well, we're going to see you guys next week. This one came out on time. We have all 4 people.
So
Review us 5-star review on iTunes and subscribe. And check us out on Spreaker.com. Thank you very much. See you guys next week.
this is the 2-time champ checking out.
Bye.